over time you progress to get out of your shell. And once you were finally out of your shell, you got shot. Do you feel like you made a mistake?
No, because I was just living my life. Me living my life and not living it in a negative way. I don't believe in the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't believe in that. Like I said, whoever did this to me, they had malicious intent for whoever they were trying to hurt. I don't know who they were after or whether that person got hurt, but that person's decision to shoot that gun that day impacted five people. Um, five people. It probably could have impacted more. Who knows? But like I said, that was a military grade weapon. The type of bullets that those probably went through homes. So you don't know if it hurt somebody else or not. But um, I don't think that had an effect of me getting shot. You know?
What's the difference from now and when you first
Difference now. But I got a lot of hardware in me now. I didn't had so many surgeries. I didn't lost count. Um, and I've had other injuries just from the gunshot. The reason I have this boot on, my tendons are inflamed in this ankle. I have nerve damage. I broke three toes because of that. Twisted my ankles numerous times. Just dealing with all these injuries just from the shooting because of the shooting. So in all actuality, I don't really think nothing has changed. I'm not in the hospital no more, but I'm still dealing with the effects of the shooting.
Hey, cousin Karan.
Hey Zion.
Can I ask you a couple more questions?
Yes, of course.
So, who was by your side the most every step of your recovery?
My parents, I would have to say, and my village, and in that village, it's not just family and friends. It's like a whole tribe of people from different circles. My friends, my mom's friends, even our friends' friends. It's a whole network of people who have came together to to help me and my parents.
So, in what ways did this incident really affect you that you think many people wouldn't think about?
Uh, just your whole life just changing in an instant, and things being taken away from you that you had no say in the matter. Um, with that being said, the injuries that I received from the shooting, my right ankle was blown out. I have seven screws in a plate. Um, they did emergency surgery on my colon that night. My stomach had to grow back. It looked like a piece of an orange. Like when you have an orange, you take like the middle piece out. That's how my stomach looked. Um, multiple surgeries on my arm. Um, my doctor actually made a promise to my mom that he took my case specifically to make sure that he do the best to save my arm. he kept true to his promise, and he saved my arm. He rebuilt my arm. Um, and I had to make a hard decision on whether or not I wanted surgery on my spine. The surgeon said it was a 50% chance it was going to work. And I was kind of like dreading the decision. But by this point, I had those other surgeries, and I didn't want to regret having that surgery. So I have a rod and plate in my spine. So now I have a spinal cord injury where I got shot at the bottom. Is called the horsetail of your spine. That's where all the nerves are. So because of that, I have extensive nerve damage. Um, I'm partially paralyzed in certain areas. Um, I'm actually wearing a diaper right now. Like I have no control over my bladder. Like I don't know when I'm going to the bathroom. I feel when I'm going to the bathroom. Um, so yeah, and how can I say this? Like certain areas of my body, like I can't feel. Like they numb, they paralyzed. My feet, they not numb, but they don't feel normal either. Like I can't tell if shoes are comfortable. Um, if I drop some on my foot, like I would feel it. But just certain things, if I have a sock in my shoe, I won't know till like 10 minutes later when my foot just started hurting out of nowhere. Um, I have due to the nerve damage, I had no control of when my ankle twisted out, which caused a lot of injuries. I could just be walking and my ankle do this, and it caused me to like fall down the stairs or break my three toes or just out the blue. I don't even know when it's happening. I just my ankle just twitched, like buckle to the side, and that's dangerous. Um, yeah, I lost my independence, and a lot of people look at me like, let's say I had on some pants and a long sleeve shirt. People think because I'm trying to get around better that I'm just magically healed and I'm gonna go back to being who I am, and that's not the case. Even just walking uphill from downstairs, that took a lot out of me, a lot of energy. Like I can't walk around big stores for a long time. That I'll probably fall. Like it's like my life has changed so much, and a lot of people don't realize that. Like I'm still dealing with all of these issues, and trust me, if I could go back to how I was before this happened to me, I would. Because I was independent. I was 28, single, no kids, working two jobs, enjoying my life. And now I'm 31 and I still have to go, I still have to do occupational therapy. I still have to do physical therapy. I still have to go to all of these different doctor's appointments. And these injuries are could possibly be causing all these other injuries that I'm having now. It's a possibility. They said I might have glaucoma. I don't know. I gotta go back to the doctor and see. I have to get a biopsy on my liver. It could be from the effects of all this medicine that I have to take now, all these different side effects. Um, I also, when I was in rehab before I could go home, I actually had a severe allergic reaction. I never been allergic to anything, and that day I think my blood pressure was 20/30, and my mama was there. She was visiting me, and She was like, Karan, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm okay. I just thought it was the pain medicine because I had therapy that day. And she knew instantly. And I don't even really remember much after that. I just know that they had to put me back in the hospital part. But I've been dealing with things from these injuries. And I feel like it's a lot of ageism too. Because when I was trying to get help, like to get to and from doctor's appointments when I was non-weight bearing, they said I wasn't old enough. What does age have to do with injuries and disabilities? And trying to find resources and get help. Oh, you're not old. You're too young. What does disability got to do with age? So yeah,
What are you doing yourself to help yourself better
um, I've been going to therapy, medicine. I adopted two cats. Um, I've been reading more. I love reading. I always love reading and listening to music and just protecting my peace. Being by myself mostly. I'm not saying I don't like being around people, but I always um, been like that. Like I can socialize. I have no problem doing that. But sometimes I like being by myself. Like I go to the movies by myself. I go out to eat by myself. Like I always like that sometimes. Like I feel peace when I'm by myself sometimes. And I know a lot of people don't like that. I mean, how you go out and by yourself? Baby, I love it. I can do what I do how I want to do it, and that's pretty much what I've been doing lately. And I found that helps somewhat.
so what has helped you the most during this process of recovery?
My village, yeah,
What is something you did a lot before the shooting that you don't do as often or even at all now?
cooking. I used to cook a lot. I had two jobs as a cook. I worked at the university, Coaster Station, and I worked for a catering company, just going to the various events. Every event was different, so nothing would like be the same. So just kitchen wise, just cooking, um, going out, going to concerts, just be, just living my life, just being free. Now I feel like when I go out, it's a project. It's it's a lot of factors in me leaving the house now. Whereas before this, just order an Uber or my friends to come get me, and that's that. Now I have to make sure I got my medicine. That I have enough supplies? Do all these different things? It's do I have my wheelchair? Do do I have this? Do I have that? And it's like sometimes that's a hassle. Who wants to have to do all that when they leave? So,
And finally, what's something we as a society can do to support gun violence victims?
mm, it's kind of a tough question. I think a lot of things can be done, and I think the Rain Project helps in various other groups for the youth or just people in general helps because if you learn about conflict resolution, if you see the impact of these type of actions that have on people close to somebody that you know, maybe you'll second have a second guess about the actions that you're doing and how it affects others, and just trying to implement that conflict resolution at a young age. Um, Another thing I think society can do to help is don't be afraid. If you see something, don't be afraid. Especially if you see something like this, don't be afraid to say something, because at the end of the day, when is enough gonna be enough? When is enough gonna be enough? When it hits your family, like it shouldn't even get to that point. Um, and I guess just be more understanding. I like that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in. At this time of the filming, this shooting has still been unsolved. If you have any leads or information on this shooting, please contact your local police.